All right, we are live on YouTube. Let me go live over here and over here. All right, we're live on my Facebook and on Personal 20 Facebook. There's a lot of live going on today. Pressure is on. I better get this right. So, hi everybody. It is Wednesday, which means we are baking. Paleo baking, of course. So, we're making paleo lemon bars today. So if you are joining me for the baking, hi Anya, are you joining me for the baking today or are you watching to then make? I'm going to give a few minutes. Today's recipe, if you've done any of the other ones, this one definitely is a little bit, has a few extra steps. It's going to take a little bit longer, but don't worry, it's going to be worth it and rewarding for it. So yeah, I'll give it a couple minutes for a couple more people to hop on. I got all my ingredients out. I hope I didn't forget any. If I do, that's okay. We'll just grab them. Yes, Anya, you're baking. Okay, cool. So I hope you have your ingredients. Oh, extra steps. Yes, this one does have a few extra steps because first we got to make a crust. So Anya, since you're baking and whoever else is baking right now with me, or if you're baking on the replay, first you need to go ahead and get an egg out of the fridge because for the crust, the egg has to be room temperature. So if you don't have one out yet, go ahead and grab one out, and then we're gonna get started. All right, so let's go over the ingredients that we need, and then we'll get started. So you need, let me grab. Well, I have all my things here. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see? Kind of. YouTube can see. Let me bring them forward. So we, of course, need lemons, okay? I got lots of lemons. Here's my tray of things. You need coconut flour and tapioca flour. We're going to need both of those. Hi, Melissa. You're going to need eggs. First, at least have one out at room temperature. You need vanilla extract, you need honey, you need salt, and you need either coconut oil or ghee, or if you don't have either of those, you can try with butter, okay? So that's what we have, and that's what we're going to be making. So quite a few ingredients. So first things first, we're going to turn our oven on. See, I remembered to say that. Hey, Christoph. Hey, sweetie. So go ahead and turn your oven on to 350, okay? I'm going to go ahead and turn mine on. And we are going to start by making the crust. So, actually, this recipe, I did make it a couple weeks ago. When we first started staying at home, I made these, and they were really good. So I was like, okay, let's make these since we have lemons. And this recipe is by Paleo Running Mama, which is, I love doing her recipes. They're really good. I don't think any of the ones we've made so far were from her. No, none of those were. But this one is. So Paleo Running Mama, if you guys don't know her, she's awesome with her paleo recipes. So we're going to make the crust first, okay? So the first thing we are going to need, you've already turned your oven on, and we are going to whisk together. So you need a whisker. Yeah, so one of these. We're not using the bullet today like I usually use. And we are going to combine all the wet ingredients for the crust, okay? So I'm going to tell you what those are. So put your things in if you don't have them. So first thing we're going to do, you need a bowl. Medium, plug this into the wall. It's going to make a little bit of noise. Whoops. So first thing we need is 1/4 a cup of honey, okay? And I'm not actually sure I have enough honey because we need some after for the filling part also, but we'll get there. So I tried to scrape some out and I already filled mine up, but go ahead and get 1/4. Let me make sure this says 1/4. Yeah. So 1/4 of honey, go ahead and do that. I already did that part. That was the only part I did. You're going to add that into the bowl, okay? So 1/4 of honey is the first thing we do. I have a spoon here to help scrape it out. And if anybody gets lost, let me know. These are going to be really good, especially now that it's spring, the weather's getting better. That's not like a heavy dessert, and it's good. Lemon bars. I never thought I'd like lemon bars this much, but I do. Okay, so you have your honey, yes? Then you're going to need 1/3 a cup of either your coconut oil, your ghee, or your butter. So your coconut oil and your ghee is probably at room temperature, so it has to be room temperature. Hi, Media's wrong. We're baking. So coconut oil, ghee, or butter, 1/4 a cup, and we need that at room temperature. Wait, did I say 1/4? No, 1/3. Sorry, 1/4 was the honey. I said today was gonna be a little more complicated. 1/3 a cup. I'm going for my coconut oil. Okay, mine's always out, so it is at room temperature. And you're going to get out 1/3 a cup. So go ahead and do that. I need one more spoon. Whatever you're getting from it. And fill it up. All right. Who do we have there? All right. Hi, hope you're well. Yes, hi, Vincent. Hope you are too. If you want to join our baking, we are making paleo lemon bars, which means they're dairy-free, gluten-free, grain-free, no processed sugars, and these are actually also nut-free because there's no nut flour. It's just tapioca and coconut. So for those who have nut allergies. Okay, so get that 1/3 of coconut oil or whatever you're getting and pour it in with the honey once you've got it. Mine's a little hard because it's been cold these days. Okay. Okay, once you've gotten that, pour it in with the honey. Any questions so far? No, we're good. Okay. Hi, Chandra. All right, so pour it in. Then you're going to put 1 egg. That should be at room temperature. If it isn't, it is not the end of the world, but if it is, better. And then if your fingers have coconut oil on them right now, don't go wash them off. Just put it on your skin because coconut oil is great on your skin. So there we go. Hi. All right, so you've got your coconut oil, you've got your honey. You're going to put 1 egg in, okay? So the 1 egg you have at room temperature, crack it, put it in. No shells. I hope you know that. Of course you know that. All right. And then we're going to put a tablespoon of a tablespoon of vanilla extract. I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, so grab your measuring cup, your measuring spoons. I'm really off today. And no, not 1 tablespoon. Oh gosh, 1 teaspoon. At least I'm correcting myself. Tsp of vanilla. Okay, I got my vanilla, my big vanilla. Because we have it, because I need all this vanilla for all these lives I'm doing with you guys. And 1 TSP, and pour that in, okay? So we have 4 ingredients. We have honey, coconut oil or ghee. We have an egg, and we have vanilla, all right? Just making sure you're following. Anybody need a minute, or are we good to go? We have a couple more here. All right, everybody that's just joining into the lives and watching, just so you know, we are making paleo lemon bars, and I will be posting the recipe at the end, so if you can't follow along and make it with me now, you can later. Okay, so once you have all those ingredients, you want to stir them, okay? So I have my whisker, I have my bowl. It's going to make a little bit of noise, but go ahead and mix that all together. Okay, so you want to make sure it's well combined. Okay, so make sure it's well blended. It's okay to do it for a little bit longer. Making paleo lemon bars. I just have people keep popping up, so I'll just keep telling you guys. And now, once you've got all that, now we're going to add the flour and the wet ingredients into the same bowl. So what we have, we need the coconut flour, the tapioca flour, and the sea salt, okay? So we're going to start with the coconut flour, and we're going to use 2/3 a cup. Okay, so I know that's a little bit of a funky measurement. So I happen to have that in my measurement in this cup here. If you don't have something that measures 2/3, you would need 10 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons. Okay, I think I got that right. If you need to Google it, but 2/3 of coconut flour. Okay, so go ahead and measure out 2/3 of coconut flour. And let me grab another spoon. All right. So 2/3, pour that in. This is for the crust. So we do need extra flour for this one. I got this big bag. Let's see. And if after the coconut flour, we're gonna do the tapioca flour. Once you've measured out 2/3, you can pour that in with your wet ingredients that you just blended, okay? Make sure it's at 2/3. Mine needs just a tiny bit more. Let's do it. Make sure it's nice and flat to get your measurement. Okay, that's my 2/3. I'm gonna pour that in with my wet ingredients. 2/3. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna go for tapioca flour, and you need 1/4 a cup. Okay, so you probably used your 1/4 for the honey. Go ahead and just use the same one. You don't have to wash it off. And pour that in, okay? Tapioca flour right here. It is a little messy to use. It's very powdery, so just be careful now while you do it. And that's the warning, because I might make a little bit of a mess here. Oh, on YouTube. Let me turn this down so you guys, voila, can see my action a little more. Oh, but then I'm cut out. That's okay. All right. So 1/4 of the tapioca. You guys are like, oh man, there's so many steps. These better be worth it. Trust me, they're going to be worth it. Hi, Diane, because we are making the lemon bars. All right, measure out that 1/4, and again, pour that in once you have it. I go slow with the tapioca because I said it's messy, and it will like just explode everywhere if not. Okay, once you have that 1/4, pour that in to your bowl. And if you have the honey in there, you might need to scrape it out a little bit, the flour. And then we're going for the salt. We need 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. So very little, basically, is all it's saying. And you're going to pour that in. You know what I go for. I go for my Celtic sea salt. Hi. And if you guys don't have ingredients now, you should come back and do it with all the ingredients because it is a good one. Let me get it here. Okay, 1/8 of salt. Pour that in. And then we need to do a grated zest of 1 lemon, okay? So you need your zester for this. So 1 lemon, make sure you wash it. I washed mine beforehand, so wash it if you haven't washed it. And then you're going to grate it. So I don't have like a perfect thing. I have this, which I've never used. I think this will work. Let me try. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and you just want to like scrape it out. It'll come out thin. Or I have this one that I used to use, but it takes much longer. So whatever you have, I hope you have something. And you want to just scrape that, okay? And just pour it right into the bowl that you are putting all your ingredients in, okay? So just go for that. Once you get the hang of it, you'll get a little faster. And it should start smelling good right now because like the juices of the skin are coming out and I can really smell the lemon. Ooh, and it's coming into my eyes a little bit. So about a lemon. I mean, if you don't go for a full lemon, that's okay. So what I'm going to do, I had put optional the use of of lemon essential oil. So I'm going to go for the zest in here, but because I like the flavor of lemon and I like to make my things flavorful, I am going to put in just 1 drop of my lemon oil into this part of the crust that we're making now. Okay? So once you've done that, make sure the pieces aren't like too big because that doesn't make it too pleasant. You've zested your lemon. So the white part starts to show, right? And then that's all the ingredients for the crust. So I'm going to add my drop of lemon oil. I have my lemon vitality, because that's for ingestion. And I'm just going to put 1 drop. So if you're doing that part with me, you can, but make sure it's only 1 drop. There we go, because usually 2 come out. Now, once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and you can either blend that or just hand mix it. Last time I did do it, let me see. You can stir it if you prefer because of the zest. Up to you. But I'm going for the mixer because that's how I did it last time. Okay? Making some noise. See? See? Okay, so you want it to look like dough. So let me show you. This is what it looks like. I know it doesn't look that good right now. That's okay. So mix it a little more if you need to. Okay? And that is what we're using for the crust. So what are we going to do? You need you need a dish. 8 by 8. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And then you're going to put parchment paper on the bottom. So you don't need to grease it or anything. Just put parchment paper. So go ahead and grab that if you haven't already. And then we're going to put the crust in here and we're going to pat it down nice and tight. Okay? So that's what I am going to start doing right now. And I'm going to take don't leave the dough here on the blade, right? You really want to use all of it. So I'm going to push them out. I know I told you guys these are a few more steps than the usual. It'll be worth it. Just trust me. It'll be good. Okay, so I'm going to start just putting the dough down on my 8 by 8 baking sheet with parchment paper. So make sure you've done that. You can just use your hands. And we're going to start putting the dough. Okay? All right, let me just take it from the blade. Can you guys smell the lemon if you're making them? Yes, I know if you're making them, you're not answering me because you're focused, trying to keep up and not get lost behind. Okay, so add it in, all of it, okay? And then you're going to press down on it, make it smooth. The last time when I made these, I can't remember how many days they lasted, but not many, I'll tell you that. How about it? All right. So once you've gotten all the dough on there, you're going to start patting it down. And now if it's too sticky, you might need to put it in the fridge for a little bit, okay? If it's not like flattening down. I go for my hands because with a spoon or a spatula, it'll probably stick to it, okay? So you want to spread it out. It's going to be fairly thin. It's not going to be that thick. So really, you got to make it spread out. And you want to even it out into the edges. So you want it all out. You might have more on one side than the other, so you might have to shift some around. And then we're going to put this in the oven because your oven by now should be warm. If yours beeps, I hope it has beeped. And then once that's in the oven, we will be making the filling. Okay, so pat it down really good. Smoothen it out. I still have a little bit of spacing left. And the parchment paper, I did cut it. Oh, hey, Dan. Hi. Margarita. We're making the lemon bars. So what I was gonna say is I do cut my parchment paper just so it's not so much in the way while I'm doing this. Okay? So once it's nice and patted down, more or less like this. This isn't perfect because I'm not trying to take too long doing good lemon recipes. All right, Jaime, are you making them? Any of them? You guys need to make the recipes. A lot of you guys have been making them. They've been looking so good. I've been sharing them on my stories. Oven. Oh, oven. Hi, Carrie. 350. The oven has to be at 350, okay? To start. So once you've done that and it's patted down, you're going to grab a fork. Sorry, my hands are dirty. Whatever. Hi, Vince. You're going to poke it down, okay? So here, and you're just going to do some holes. You guys see that? Just, you know, all over a little bit. Not like the whole thing. But that's what we're going to do so get some air through, okay? So that's probably what I'll do. It'll stay like that. It could be more. You have something on your nose. No, I don't. Thanks, Dan. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to put it into the oven at 350. So once it's hot. So put the dough. Let me make sure I'm not missing any thing. No, I'm not. Okay, so now I'm going to put it in for 10 minutes. So go ahead and put it in your oven. Putting it in my oven. Okay. And now put your timer for 10 minutes. That'd be a good idea. Especially since I get distracted with you guys. Hi, Uncle and Aunt Gloria. We're making some paleo lemon bars. Okay, Carrie, are you doing them with me? If you are, yes, 350. And we want it to be about 10 minutes or until it starts to get a little golden, maybe a little bit, like on the rims of it. So while that is getting done, we are going to make the ingredients for the filling, okay? So we're going to just put all the ingredients together. So I'm going to use a different bowl. You can use the same one if you want to, honestly. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to squeeze lemons, okay? So I have one of these things. I'm going to just put the lemon on here, squeeze it out, okay? We need half a cup of lemon juice. So get your lemons. It'll take about like 3 lemons to do that. Half a cup. Yes, this is half a cup. So cut your lemon in half, put it on, and start making the lemon juice. Okay. Oh, awesome, Karen. I'm glad you're making it with your daughters. Okay. If you miss any steps, if you need any me to stop on anything, let me know. So we're making the lemon juice. So you're going to use your muscles and press down. And if any seeds come out while you're doing this, don't put them in the filling, okay? Just with a fork, take them out. Okay, so there's one for me. Oh, and you can see I have 2 seeds in here, so I'm going to make sure those don't go in. You can use the lemon that you grated. You better use that lemon for the juice because you don't want to just waste that lemon. Okay, so I'm going to start pouring in. Where's my other half? Oh, I already used that. Okay, I need to cut my lemon. So I'm going to cut my lemon, got my knife. And keep making that juice till you have half a cup of fresh, okay? Don't try and cheat and use just like the store-bought lemon juice. Okay. Now, we're having an issue. Because you grated it, it might easily break on the lemon. But that's okay. You still get some juice out of it. You guys know what I'm saying? Are you following along? Hey, Christoph, are you even making them with me? All right. I still need more. If that arm starts to hurt, go for the other arm. All right. Are you racing me? Are you guys ahead of me or behind me? Hope I'm not falling behind from you. Okay, and I probably need 1 more lemon. So I did, how many did I do? I did 3 halves, so. Just depends on the size of your lemons, obviously, and how juicy they are, but half a cup. All right. Squeezing them. Alrighty. We're all focused, I hope. Don't let those seeds go in. I'm going to just not let them pass through. All right, and I need a tiny bit more, so I'm going to use my last one here. I'm almost there. How about you? Okay, and that should do it. So once you have that half a cup, pour it into your bowl, okay? So if you're beating me. Oh, I had one tiny seed go in. Oh, don't go. All right. I have my half a cup. If a seed goes in, not the end of the world, I guess. So pour in the half a cup into your bowl. I hope this bowl will be big enough. Wait, no, I don't want this one. I wanted this one. It's bigger. Okay. All good. Then we're going to zest another lemon, okay? So you need to zest another lemon. Maybe we should have zested first because you just cut up the lemons. If you haven't finished the 1/2 cup, maybe try zesting the lemon that you haven't cut yet. If not, go grab another one. Sorry. All right, so back to zesting. Yes, grated zest. So another one, and the same thing, right? We're just zesting it. Make sure it's not too thick. With this one I have, it tends to get a little thicker. Let me try using this, even though it's slower. There we go. All right, and then we're zesting a lemon. And then after that, we are going for some more honey, okay? And we want to try and finish this before the 10 minutes are over because then we want to immediately put the filling into the crust. All right, you guys following along? Anyone want to ask or say something? Participate. Those of you who are just watching, I hope I'm making you jealous. And I hope then you'll go make it. Whenever you go to the grocery store next, get the ingredients. And then you'll have it. All right. And no, you can't use limes. It's lemon, okay? No substitute. And no, you can't use the store-bought pre-done lemon. You can't buy lemon zests. I've never seen that. That would be something. All right, so once you've zested that lemon, we're going to go for the honey. I'm really good at zesting. Yeah, I'm not good at zesting. I don't really do it. This is like the only recipe that I zest. So if anybody wants to show me how to do it better, you can. I'm not a pro. I'm not like a pro cutter either. I'm just a pro at following and baking. Okay, so zest of one lemon, of another lemon. And now we're going to do honey. So how much honey? We're going to go for 1/3 cup of honey and 1 tablespoon. I'm not sure if I have enough honey for that. I'm going to see what happens. If not, I'm going to just put some maple syrup and see what happens. So 1/3 cup. Let me see. Where's my 1/3 cup? Things are getting a little messy. That's just part of it. Okay, 1/3 cup. If it had the coconut oil, mine had the coconut oil, it's fine. You can just use it. Yeah, I think I'm not going to have enough honey. Oh, I should have turned it around first. So 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon, okay? That's what we're doing. And then we're going to use more eggs also. Come out, please. Definitely, I will need maple syrup. So if you're in the same situation as I am and running out of honey because you've been baking too much, just grab maple syrup if you have because it's still liquid and you can still do it. Okay? So do that if you need to. Sorry, I need to take a minute and try and get a little bit more out of here. There we go. Probably should have been better prepared, obviously. This doesn't look very prepared of me. Done. Honey is finito. I'm going to go grab my maple syrup. So 1/3 and 1 tablespoon. 1 second. Okay. But if you're doing a replay, just try to go for the honey, okay? Not the ideal to not have the exact thing. But I'm going for maple syrup with it. It's a little more liquidy. All right. And then let me get my tablespoon of it. And then we will go for the eggs, okay? So if you've already done this part, want to go towards the eggs, we're going there next. All right. Maple syrup, sweetener, honey, whatever you have is going in. Now we're going for the eggs. So you need 3 eggs and 1 yolk. Yes, you heard that, okay? There's a reason for that, and that's what you got to do. So 3 eggs. Sorry, I'm back. 3 eggs. Where are my eggs? Oh, here they are. Crack those eggs in. And pour it in. And 1 yolk. So my yolks, let me tell you something. Yesterday I made some paleo macaroons because my mom needed them for, well, my mom asked me to make them for her friend's birthday. It's drop off. And so it was only egg whites. So I have all these egg yolks. And then I looked at the recipe for today and I was like, how perfect, because I have all these extra egg yolks. So I saved some, and I will use one of them for this recipe. And that's 10 minutes. Is your oven beeping too? If your oven is beeping, let's go check on the crust. So make sure you grab your hand things. Don't burn yourself. All right, and this is what it's looking like. It's been 10 minutes. I'm going to leave it in a little bit longer because it isn't golden yet, okay? So I'm going to tap it. Yeah, it's a little soft still. So I'm going to put it back in. And I'm going to put it for 2 more minutes, okay? 2 minutes on mine. If yours look good, go ahead and just take them out. If they're looking a little golden, just go ahead and take them out. But if you need them a little longer like me, you can. So 3 eggs and then 1 egg yolk. So go ahead and put 1 egg yolk. Like I said, I'd already I already had mine because I made them yesterday, like I said. Voila, look how perfect it came. Make sure to put the timer. Did I not put the timer? Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are paying attention. Or did I? I don't remember if I did. I think I did. Okay, timer's on. 3 eggs, 1 egg yolk. Now, we're going to add in, we don't need to mix it, it's still just all the things. We're going to add in the tapioca and the coconut flour. It's very little. So, the tapioca is just 1 tablespoon. So the big one. So, go ahead, and I'm just going to wipe off my maple syrup that I had on there. And I'm going to grab 1 tablespoon of tapioca flour and pour that in with everything else. Make sure it's a full 1 tablespoon. Make sure you put the timer. Yes, okay. Pour that in. And then you need the coconut flour, 1/2 teaspoon of coconut flour. Okay. So 1/2 teaspoon. It's very little, I know. It's supposed to be 1/2 Tbsp. Okay. Of coconut. Make sure you flatten it out. Okay, I always flatten it out, and then I pour it in. Okay? And voila. That's all we needed. Let me just make sure we have all those things. Yes. Now, we are going to whisk all those together. I'm going to go back to using, well, here's the thing. Because mine are dirty, I'm not going to go wash them right now. So I have one of these. I'm just going to put that on. My hand mixer. And I'm going to just whisk it all together. All these things can go out of the way so we have more space. Okay. And I'm going to make some noise. Doing good? Okay, so just make sure it's really well mixed. Okay, mine's looking at this. Mine's probably a little more liquidy than yours because I have the maple syrup, unfortunately. I'm just going to mix it a little more because the tapioca is still a little. Okay, mine is good. Make sure yours is, it should be very liquidy. Yes, that is correct. Now, I didn't hear if my timer beeped. Did you hear if my timer beeped? I don't think it did, but I'm going to check it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pour this over the crust, like right away. We want to make sure it's hot. We're going to pour it in. There's my timer. Whew, okay, now we got it. So I don't know if you'll be able to see through the screen, but the sides are golden. I'm not sure if you guys can see. They're a little golden. Yes. Okay. I can put my counter is okay with putting hot on it, so I'm going to put it in. So I'm going to pour my liquid into the top, okay? So just pour it all in, and it'll like naturally just even out, right? Because it's super liquid. If you want to scrape it out a little bit, get it all in, nothing to waste, you can. And now we're going to put it back in the oven, but we are going to turn the oven down to 325. And then we're going to put it in for another about 15 minutes. So we're not going to hang out here for another 15 minutes, don't worry. But once you've gotten that in, I'll show you mine. I'm going to have one on. Okay, maybe I'm not because it's super liquidy. You don't want to spill it, okay? So you guys see? It's like very liquidy, yeah. Okay, smells good. Now we're going to put it back in at 325, guys. So turn your temperature down and put it in your oven. Don't spill it. I know it's very liquidy. Okay, we're safe. Okay, 325. It's in, and we are baking it for 15 minutes, 15 to 18 minutes. So put it for 15, and then you can check it. Okay, my timer's going. Now, let me just go over. So 15 to 18 minutes, or you want to make sure like that it's not liquidy. The way you put it in now, that's very liquidy. You don't want that at the end. So if you have a toothpick, if you want to check that it's not liquidy in the middle, you can just put a toothpick and you can check it that way. You want it to be set, okay? You don't want like it runny, especially in the middle, because the sides will cook faster. Then you're going to pull it out. And you're not going to eat it right away. So if you like to eat once things come out, you can't. So then you have to let it cool for about 2 hours. So first, if you have a rack, you can put it on a rack. That will make it cool faster, okay? And then you want to put it in the fridge for about 2 hours. Oh my God, 2 hours without eating what we just made? I know. That's the one thing I like eating, like cookies, like right when they come out, or like a couple minutes in. So yeah, so 2 hours, or if you just want to leave it in the fridge tonight and just eat it in the morning. I'm all about eating like the dessert for breakfast. Like when it's our birthdays, our thing is that we eat our cake in the morning because we don't eat at night. So that's when we do it. I know some of you might think that's weird. So that's what you can do too. Once you've let it sit, then put it in the fridge for about 2 hours or overnight, and then you can cut into it, okay? And just cut it, I mean, however you want to cut it, obviously, but cut it into like squares, right? Squares, just long, 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 and then the other way. That's kind of the idea. I would show you a picture of the ones I made a couple weeks ago, but I don't have a way to show you. And then you can just keep them in the fridge and then eat them, okay? Don't leave them out. Keep them in the fridge. Eat one. Keep it in the fridge. Eat another one. Don't eat too many. I'm kidding. But yeah, so that's that. If you want to like sprinkle like powdered sugar on top, but that wouldn't make it paleo, so let's just not do that. But that's what a lot of people do with their lemon bars. So everything should be in. You should have a mess of things to clean out. I know, I'm sorry. This recipe, like I said, has a lot more steps. It took us 40 minutes, which is a lot longer than most things that I make. Do you have any questions? Did you get lost anywhere along the way? I will post the full recipe in the comments afterwards, and once it's all done, I'll take a picture and I'll post it. So that'll probably just be tomorrow morning. So yeah, if you have any questions of when it comes out in the next 10 to 15 minutes, let me know. Let me know how they taste. Show me, send me a picture of the final result because I want to see them, and I hope you enjoy them. All right. If you guys have anything else to ask, say, question, go ahead. If not, you can go and clean the kitchen, and then they should be done around then. So yeah, mine, like I said, I put a maple syrup in because I didn't have enough honey. They might not turn out that good this time because it's supposed to be honey, and it does make a little bit of some difference, right? So mine might not turn out as perfect as yours if you followed all the way through. If you did, that is great. All right, guys, I don't see any questions. I hope you like them. Tomorrow, it's the last interactive Q&A of get to know your trainer, but instead of your trainer, it's the owner. So tomorrow it's with Connie. She's answering all the questions. Get to know her, get to find out anything you want about her. You have one question. Ask your question. Christoph, can you put bacon in it? No. Bacon and lemon bars would be really not good because I was talking about adding them to chocolate chip cookies because I've never tried adding bacon when I really want to. So I need to try that in chocolate chip cookies, but don't add bacon here. Literally just do it as it is. Can you replace all of the honey with maple syrup? I don't know. I would say no. I would go for the honey instead of the maple syrup. But try it. I don't think it would be that bad of an end result because it's still liquid and still the sweetener to it. So if you try it, let me know. But if you can get the honey, I'd say go for the honey. Okay? So yeah, so tomorrow, Connie's Q&A. Friday is going to be fun because we're going to do a Zoom hangout, Zoom client hangout. It's going to be led by James and Madeline. So you can stop in to the Zoom. I have the link if you want it. I'll send it to you, and it's been posted on our social media. Say hi, chat it up, see what's up, like as if we're in the studio because we miss you guys. And I want to just hang out a little bit. Juliana wants to know if you can put whipped cream. Yes, you can put whipped cream. That would not make them paleo though, but you can. Ideally, if you're doing whipped cream, try to make your own homemade. My mom makes it when she wants whipped cream. It's just sugar and heavy whipping cream, right? And you just with your hand mixer, just mix it. So if you want to make your own, you can. But yes, add in whipping cream if you want to. But just, it's not paleo. But you can. I'm sure it'll taste great. So any other questions? If not, I will see you guys next Wednesday. We should be baking again. Do you guys have anything that you guys would like to bake next week? I wanted to make something that wasn't chocolate or too heavy today. I wanted something a fruity thing. So that's why we went for this. Do you have any requests for next Wednesday? Let me know. I was thinking maybe some brownies. I have a really good brownie recipe, but it does require some ingredients that you might not have, like coconut sugar and almond butter and chia seeds, I think it is. Yeah, but it's so good. Do you think you can do the same with lime or orange? I think you could, yes. I think orange could turn out. The lime, they would both turn out, but the limes, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of lime desserts, like key lime pie. Hi, Marianne. You just missed the whole thing. That's okay. You can watch the replay. But yeah, you could try it. Lemon is the biggest go-to with baking, I would say, in terms of the lemon, orange, lime thing. But you can try it. You guys always just want to make my life, you always just want to not follow the rules. No, I'm kidding. But try it and make it. Anything else? Anya, I know you are making it now live too on YouTube. Let me know if you have any questions on that. Carrie, I hope you and the kids like it. And anybody else that's going to make it later. Harisha, I know you're going to make it too. And Marianne. All right, guys, that is it. I'm going to log off of these 3 platforms. I have 3 screens looking at me, or I'm looking at 3 screens. I was working outside and lost track of time. I'll listen again. Okay, sounds good. You can listen, you can watch, and that is it. Oh, it's my battery's dying. I just got a notification. Okay, guys, bye all across the board. I hope you guys are safe and well. I hope they turned out good, and I will see you guys another day. Bye. 1, 2, and bye YouTube 3.